Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth at Spiritual Beginnings. In today's video, I want to talk to you about dealing with toxic people from a spiritual perspective. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to connect with you here where we work on developing our intuitive and psychic abilities together. And in today's video, we're going to mix intuition, psychic abilities with dealing with toxic people. This is something that I've seen come up again and again and again with the people I've been interacting with lately, as far as how do I deal with these toxic people? They're in my life. I have to deal with them. What am I supposed to do? How can I stay in that spiritual, grounded, spiritual space and continue to be and react and respond as the person that I am with my values while still trying to work through and deal with these toxic people? The first thing I want to point out is that how they are reacting, what those people are doing, is a direct reflection of them. It has nothing at all to do with you. They are hating themselves. They are, whatever behavior that they are expressing towards you says everything about them and nothing at all about you. So remember that. Continue to take the high road, be the person that you are, forgetting how they are acting. There's a wonderful quote by the Buddha that says, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone, and you are the one that gets burned. Something like that. It's not, I don't have it like directly in front of me, but it just is a great depiction of what that anger in someone that they're throwing it at, trying to throw it at you, they're actually the ones that are going to face the repercussions. So remember that. My second tip in dealing with toxic people is to send them love, lots of love. Obviously, like I just said, they are dealing with something. Something is going on within them. Whatever it is, they need love. So instead of firing anger back, and even if you're not responding in an angry way, if you are having angry thoughts about them and spewing anger psychically, take a step back, understand it's them, they're going through something, and send them love. Yes, you have to get to that place where you can forgive them before you're able to genuinely feel that love within your heart center and send it forth. It will help them a lot and in turn help you a lot if you project that love towards them in a gentle and compassionate way. The best way I have found to do this is through a loving kindness meditation. So this is how I do it. There are multiple different methods of loving kindness meditations out there, but this also helps for you to forgive them as well, which is needed if you're going to come at this from a higher place. So to do a loving kindness meditation, obviously you'll get into a comfortable position, you'll take some deep breaths and relax your body. And there are 4 phrases that you will project onto different people. So first start by thinking about someone in your life who you love so much, and that's easy to love. For me, it's my children. It might be a parent, a good friend, whoever in your life who is a person who is very easy for you to love. And so you hold them in your heart space and in your mind and envision them, and you'll repeat and feel, and the important part here is to just feel the love and repeat these phrases. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live your life with ease. And then you'll pick a neutral person, a person that you've seen at the bus stop, and you can just make this person up in your mind. Doesn't have to be someone that you've physically seen. Could be the clerk at the grocery store. Could be someone that you walked past the day before. And you'll do the same thing. You'll feel it in your heart, envision them in your mind, and say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live your life with ease. And then you'll do the same thing with that toxic person. And you'll feel the love in your heart, envision them in your mind, and say the same thing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live your life with ease. And then you'll project that love out to all living beings. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live your life with ease. And not only does this help you because you're letting go of that hot coal, that anger that you're holding on to because you're mad at having to deal with that toxic person. You're dealing with that forgiveness, working on forgiving them, and sending love. And the more you feel love in your body, the more you will stop that negative energy. Another method is Ho'oponopono. This is a forgiveness meditation. I've done videos on this in the past, and a spiritual practice that I use all the time. So there are a couple phrases with this one, and you can use these phrases to really let whatever emotions that this toxic person is bringing to you, let it feel it in your body and release it. The phrases are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. So you say, I'm sorry for whatever is going on with that person, that whatever is going on within me, to create this toxic person from doing whatever they're doing to you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for whatever is within me and within that person and within anybody involved in the situation that is creating this response. Thank you for clearing these emotions, this reaction within me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And you'll just say over and over again until you feel better about it. I do this a lot and it really works, especially if I'm really angry. Somebody has lashed out or responded to me, or I'm dealing with that toxic person. Just bring that, feel that love, and go through those 4 statements. The next tip I have for you is staying present. Mindfulness is such a powerful tool that I think gets a lot of hype and a lot of people talk about it, but I don't think a lot of people understand how mindfulness works when you're faced with a situation, something that is very difficult to deal with. Someone's lashing out at you, you're dealing with a toxic person or a toxic situation. When you become present to the moment, within the very moment that is right in front of you, you become better able to deal with whatever you're faced with. The anxiety, the worry, the stress of it all goes away because it's what's standing right in front of you. Now, if someone's right now, you're in the middle of an argument, someone's screaming and yelling at you, whatever the situation may be, there is obviously something that you have to deal with. And as Eckhart Tolle says in his book, The Power of Now, you have 3 choices. You can accept it as it is, you can change it, or you could walk away. And what I have found is as soon as you accept it as is, you become present to the moment. And when you're physically in a very toxic situation, sometimes you need a trigger to become present. So as soon as you realize you're dealing with this situation, it's like, wake up, I gotta be present. And connecting to your breath is the easiest and fastest way to do it. And as soon as you are conscious, and I don't mean just taking some breaths, you have to become present and conscious of it. So really, if you even have to say in your mind to stop the crazy thoughts that are going like, I want to scream at this person, I can't believe this person is doing it, why is this person acting like this? Those thoughts that are going through your head, bring it all back and concentrate, and maybe in your mind even say, I'm going to take a deep breath in now. And as you're breathing in, feel it and then release it. And bringing it back to that breath will pull you out of that situation and help you just accept what's going on. And by not responding, being mindful helps you not respond in that way where your brain is telling you, saying, this person's wrong, and you're judging whatever that person is doing. It pulls you back where you can observe what's happening, observe what that person's saying, observe those thoughts in your head. Like, I don't like what this person's saying to me. I don't like how this is making me feel, without reacting to it. And then from a place of power, you can then respond. So the person is attacking you, or you're arguing with you, or bringing up whatever it is that they're bringing up within you. You can feel within your body what is going on, observe the thoughts, observe what the person's saying, and then respond in a more appropriate way where hopefully you can take the high road instead of saying, I hate you, get out of here. You can then also make that choice to walk away. And this is also the doorway to your intuition. Because when you become mindful, when you become present to the moments, you are able to feel within your body and really connect in with your true self instead of that script that just always runs in your mind. And so at that point, you're more able to actively access your intuition, your gut, to know how you should respond from that high level rather than stooping down to their level. One thing my mom always told me when I was young, if I was presented with some kind of situation that made me angry, is to sleep on it. So don't respond right away. Have you ever received an email at work where the person is kind of just rubbing you the wrong way, or it's a difficult situation and it makes you angry? So what my mom always told me to do was just put it away, close it down, go take a walk, go get a drink of water, go get a cup of coffee, whatever it is that relaxes you, and then come back and take a look at it with fresh eyes. When you do this, you pull yourself out of the situation and come back when you're in a healthier mind frame. So what I'm speaking of here is kind of the same thing. You are in the middle of a situation that is very difficult, and within that situation, you might say things that you don't mean. So when you can pull yourself out of that by taking some deep breaths, by becoming present to the moment, by connecting into your intuition, you are going to come out responding in a way that you won't regret later. Also, in order to change that mind chatter, you can start to ask yourself some really good questions. And regardless of whether or not you're actively in that situation in the present moment, or it happened a while ago and you're just thinking about it, ask yourself, why does it matter what this person thinks of me? Why does it matter that this person is acting this way to me? What does it say about them versus what does it say about me? Is it true, the things that they're saying about me? And understand that in the present moment right now, none of that matters. It's not impacting, unless they're standing right in front of you, like going to physically threaten you, or they're spouting off these things to you. How is this taking away from my ability to enjoy my life right now in the present moment? All we have is the present moment. So how and why am I letting this person, these toxic people, this toxic situation impact my ability to have a healthy and happy life? Also, using it as a learning opportunity. What can I learn about this situation and dealing with these people? What can I learn? What am I being asked to learn here? When you respond instead of react, everybody wins. When you start reacting to a situation or a toxic person, it starts this negative chain of reactions. and it almost perpetuates itself. Have you ever gotten into one of those fights where you're just bickering back and forth? This person is only hearing their side and they just keep responding, and it continually is making you worse and worse and worse, and you're getting more and more angry, and it just makes it worse until it's like this big explosion. If you become mindful and are able to respond instead of react, it cuts it right off. If you're not feeding into whatever output that toxic person is putting on you, it makes it dissolve so much easier and quicker too. Eventually, they're going to see that they're not getting a rise out of you, they're not getting any kind of response, and they're going to move on. And anyway, why do you need to be right? Why does it even matter that you have to give your response? Does it even matter? You know who you are. You know the truth for you, your truth. They have their truth and you have your truth. Why does it matter? They don't need to line up, and they may never be able to line up. They see it their way. You see it yours. Why do you need to be right? Why do they need to be right? They're going to keep pushing until you see their side. Just let it go. Also, it's important that you understand that you triggered something within them, something that needed to be brought to their attention to look at, to deal with. Now, they may not understand that, and they may not even take the opportunity to look at what's going on within them, because obviously if they're reacting in such a way that they are becoming toxic, they are not present. They are not present in the current moment. And so that's okay, just let it be, but understand that you, whatever it is that you're doing that caused them to react in that way, it's triggering them. So just understand that and move on. And in knowing that, it allows you to have more compassion for them, going back to projecting love instead of anger, frustration, whatever is coming up within you. If you're coming from a place where you understand that they are being triggered, that there's something going on within them, it holds the space. It allows you to hold the more space for them and come at it with a more compassionate and loving point of view. And the next tip, this is super important. Do not be a doormat. Just because you're coming from a loving, compassionate place, just because you're not reacting, putting your foot down and saying that, no, I'm right, doesn't mean that you have to be a doormat. You can stand your ground, be the bigger person at the same time. By staying present, by using your intuition, you will know the next step to take, how you will resolve that situation without being taken advantage of or just letting them treat you like this doormat stomping on you. When you come from a place of power within yourself, you can use your intuition to ask, what do I need to do to move forward? And sometimes when it feels right to not take any action, to just walk away, that is still standing in your power. And that is not being a doormat. But you will know what to do. Trust that, and know that in responding to them, to taking that step back, to coming at the situation from that point of view where you are mindful and in the moment, you have more power and more presence in how you approach it, the next action that you take. Just make sure before you do anything that the action you take is coming from a place of love and compassion, and not anger and fear and resentment and frustration. You do not want to come at it from a vindictive or manipulative point of view. That will only hurt you and the other people involved in the situation. So make sure it's that love that you're carrying and projecting. And the last thing to keep in mind when dealing with toxic people is to keep being you. The moment somebody else triggers you to the point where you are acting out of alignment with who you are, your values, your morals, is the moment that you lose. So in everything that you're doing, make sure you continue to be you. Stand in the power of who you are. And by being very connected with yourself, present to the moment, being mindful, responding, taking inventory to how you're feeling, what's going on within you, what is it bringing up, and really thinking about that, understanding that will make you come out on top. So I know it's never easy dealing with difficult and toxic people, and definitely not fun, not something I enjoy, but I know it's real life. That's what we're all up against. There are just sometimes these people show up, and it gives us the opportunity, if you come at it from a positive point of view where you understand that you've been given an opportunity here to hone your own skills, your own relationship with yourself, and to project love into everything that you do, you win. So I send you love in dealing with your current toxic people in your life and your current situation. Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to be notified when I post new videos.